Hello and welcome. This is Rooflemonger and my friends. Today we have some industry news, the gaming industry, as Yoshinori Ono has now joined Delightworks as the President and Chief Operating Officer. So what does this mean? Well, Delightworks, the company, is in charge of the massive, huge, titanic Fate Go series. You more than likely know someone who has absolutely dedicated themselves to this game. I myself know more than a few people that just play this game religiously, like absolutely crazy. Without mincing any words, simply put, Fate Go is one of the biggest mobile games on planet Earth. And there is other properties for Fate Grand Order, such as the Fate Grand Order arcade game as well. So you take Delightworks now with their giant franchise, and you take Yoshinori Ono. Yoshinori Ono, very famous, most famous for working on Street Fighter. He is the mind behind Street Fighter 4. Without him, Street Fighter 4 would have never have happened. And without Street Fighter 4, well, a lot of what we enjoy about fighting games today would not have happened. So you have him directly to thank for modern fighting games. Now, unfortunately, you also have him to thank, or curse, for some of the issues with Street Fighter V, and when we get to some behind-the-scenes scuttlebutt, it may be that he's kind of the reason that Street Fighter VI got delayed, and he has since left the company. So he has a lot of pedigree in fighting games, to say the least, and he's been with Capcom for a very long time, but no longer, and he is now the President and Chief Operating Officer of Delightworks. And the big thing is, what does this mean? The company Delightworks looking for new leadership, whatever, that happens all the time in business, that's fine. But Ono-san specifically, unless you want to go back to the 90s when he did a lot of sound work for Capcom, his resume is fighting games and esports. So that is the big thing to look at, and basically, does that mean there is potential for a Fate Grand Order fighting game? Now, it's hard to tell one way or the other, but honestly, just by the hire itself, this is a guy with a mind for the business when it comes to fighting games. This would be, to me, one of the main reasons you would hire him, if anything else. For good or for ill, there's not a lot of people with his pedigree. If you're looking for just a purely business dude, then there's a lot better people than him. Fate Go is a billion-dollar game. Multiple billions. Like, this is not something to mess around with unless you're looking for a very specific skill set. And Yoshinori Ono's skill set is fighting games. To hear it from Ono-san himself, Dear FGC World Warriors, on May 1st I'll be moving from Capcom to another company. I'm going to be working at a studio that is a little different from the one I'm used to. I'm also going to be looking at development from a different perspective than in the past. My past experiences have been very exciting, but I'm looking forward to more growth in my new position. The image color of the new company is green, so this part is connected with Jimmy. By Jimmy, he means Blanca, because he's very famous for having his little Blanca doll. And yes, it does look like Blanca is making the jump over to Delightworks as well. And finally, Ono-san had this to say, there may be some distance between me and everyone in the fighting game community for a while. I may be away from the FGC for a while, but I'm looking forward to spending time with you again when I get the chance. I appreciate your continuing support. And to me, there's two ways to read this. One, hey, I'm done with fighting games, or two, yo, I'm really not done with fighting games, right? The way I choose to read this is basically, hey, I'll be away from the FGC for a while, but I'll be back. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, right? And because once again, I feel there's no real business reason to hire this guy for your company unless you want to work with fighting games in some way, shape, or form. Ono-san also specifically states here, after May 1st when he takes over, they will be working on new things. And that basically is the news of the matter. I know some people are iffy on Ono-san one way or the other. I know he's had problems, but I also respect the guy because without him, fighting games would be in a very different place today. So take it as you will. And at that point, this is where I'm going to throw it to you guys. What do you guys think about this? Is there a new Fate fighting game coming down the road, or is this just purely a business transaction? Are you excited, or are you a little bit apprehensive? Post it in the comments below, especially for you Fate Go guys. I know there's going to be a lot of you in the FGC as well, because there's a lot of you everywhere. Let me know what you think. And otherwise, hey, that's the end of the video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well. Go out and play some fighting games.